I arrived on a Wednesday on July 26th, I think, 2012, so 2 years ago. So I basically got back pretty soon ago. But yeah, I got my training. We came into my apartment and we were talking to people, finding people to teach because we didn't have any people to teach in the area as yet. But for me personally, I just felt I went on the balcony just to like stress out, like I guess like have the stress go out and just de-stress because I just felt so alone. Because like when you're not a missionary, you got your friends all around you all the time. You know, you're not the only member of the church. But I was just so hyped up for Sunday because then I know there are other members in the world. There's other Mormons in the world. So yeah, that was the first, yes, 4 days in the mission field. Like I was still strong, like I was still excited about the work. Like it was fun, it was enjoyable. It just felt weird. That's all. So, like it was cool. I was, I don't know. I was a fiery missionary, especially when you're a greenie, because they call it greenie fire. I was like that. So, my mission call changed halfway through my mission. I got called to a different mission. So, boundaries changed, things like that, and suddenly we were in a totally different mission. Like the boundaries came right over our heads. We had a new mission president, knew everything. Someone that didn't know, like this mission president was coming in. It was President Wilson. He was coming in by plane, and the moment he stepped onto the Virginia soil, he was our new mission president. And so a lot of missionaries didn't want to go into this new mission. They just loved their own mission, they just loved President Riggs of the Washington, D.C. South Mission. And so it was just weird putting on these new Richmond, Virginia colors, like this new flag, even. And every mission has its own symbol anyway. But what's cool is that when that happened, you just knew you were in the right place. Like it wasn't some dude who like drew new boundaries on this map in his room on his desk. It was Jesus Christ. He did that. He drew those boundaries. And it's cool because so that, I guess it's like something I wanted to share. That Christ is the one, he's the instigator. So when you know him and you trust him, then you can trust him with everything. So, his the pillar that doesn't fall, because we all fall. So just remember that, I guess. If you're going to Richmond, Virginia Mission, or any mission in Virginia, the Richmond Mission is in the heart of Virginia. It's like right in the middle. So if you look at Virginia during like the Revolutionary War or the Civil War times, like that state's always been there. It's always been in the papers. Everybody knows about it because that's where the Confederate capital was. It's where Thomas Jefferson grew up. It's where George Washington, his boyhood home, is there. So much history. It's really sweet. I served in a lot of Civil War battle sites where people are still finding pieces of like a boot or a watch or some kind of dagger in the soil there. And so there's a lot of African Americans, and if you're down south, there's a lot of rednecks, big time. So it's just very rich in history. It's like, if you know about Texas Pride right now, then like in the last 200 years, it was like Virginia Pride, because that's where everything happened. The capital's like right there. All the politicians, the Secret Service agents all live there. Majority English, and then lots of Spanish, the second majority one, second most spoken mission language there. And they just opened up a Mandarin speaking areas. Missionaries speak Mandarin now. That was really cool. I was there when that happened, because I lived with these Mandarin-speaking missionaries. And so that was neat. So it's very diverse there. A lot of immigrants go to live near the capital of the U.S. if they want to move here. So it's very interesting. There's not a temple there, which is sad. They recently allowed you to go to the Washington, D.C. temple if you're going there. So that's neat because you have to cross like nearly 2 missions to go there. A lot of members there still. The wards are generally big, yeah, comparatively to other places in the U.S., a little bigger. I guess because it's not as congested as, you say, the Northeast or California. A lot of trees. It's very pretty. University of Virginia is in that mission. It's like one of the top law schools and business schools in the U.S. Thomas Jefferson founded it. Virginia, the food depends who you're talking to. If you're talking to Ghanaians from West Africa, from Ghana, then you eat lots of like fufu, and like they have this awesome soup or sauce. This awesome sauce called peanut butter sauce. It's so neat. Like they add peanut butter and these spices and some kind of oil, and it's like amazing. You put it on your chicken and your meat. It's like crazy. And I don't know, there's just all kinds of people there. Like there are a lot of Muslims there, a lot of refugees from the Middle Eastern conflicts. They go there. They're like the sweetest people in the world. Like so hospitable and nice, always serving you. Because they're not like the weird ones there who are like causing a bunch of wars. But it's a lot of government workers. So like I-95 is like the highway of America. It's like so congested. Like every day is like insane. You have a lot of military. So you got Quantico Marine Base there. You got Dahlgren Naval Weapons Research Base there. You got Fort Belvoir Army Base there. You got the National Guard Data Research Base there. You got the Pentagon there. You got I lived like 20 minutes from the Pentagon, so that was interesting. A lot of young people live there. A lot of young, quick, smart people. Like your graduates from colleges work for the government, so they're always very, very talented people. But that's like the closer you get to the capital, the more people you find who are like that, because they're like contract lawyers for the government, or let's say military again, or the Secret Service, or things like that. But like the country, like in the country, like it doesn't get any more banjo redneck you can get. It's funny because like people are still waving their Confederate flag in their front yard, and some people don't realize that like that September 11th happened, which is funny. So, but it's way pretty out in those places. It's like nothing's greener than that. It's very luscious. If you're there in the summer, I'd say the best thing is do your best not to arrive in Virginia during the summer. Because if you come during the summer, then like you walk outside and you're instantly like you just walk into a hot swimming pool. Yeah, because it's like the humidity. I'm getting sweaty talking about it. So you can see the moisture in the air when it's not raining and it's like 90 degrees, 100 degrees outside. So I guess one story I have is like one week I was really stressed. I don't get stressed at all ever. Like that's a weird thing for me. I'm usually very chill, very mellow, very temperate. I don't freak out very much. But it's just that it was just this Sunday. This Sunday had a lot in our hands because one, we were teaching in Relief Society about something. What was it? I don't remember, but just we started teaching something about mission work, I guess, in Relief Society. We were teaching the investigator class, and we're giving a presentation in the Ward Council, and we had a baptism that evening as well, straight after church. So lots of organization, like getting like food prepared for the baptism, and helping the person being baptized just feel comfortable and not worry, because they were really nervous. And at the same time, I was training this missionary, and I'd only been out like about 3 months, which happens all the time because so many new missionaries are going out. They have to get a lot of new trainers who are very young in the field. It happens all the time. And so I remember just like, it was just so much. But it was interesting. It was a good experience. Like, I just remember asking God for help that everything would go through smoothly. And it was really cool because like the Relief Society class, the spirit was so strong because we were sharing the first vision, and most like members of the church don't even hear the first vision very much. It's like from the conversion experience, and that's it. And the investigators all were comfortable, and they learned. I felt like they learned some things from our lesson in the investigator class, and the baptism was really awesome. And the word, I felt like we did what we needed to do in the word council, so everything was really smooth, really sweet. And so, but I guess the thing I wanted to share in this experience is like, that's like later on in your mission, you'll do tasks that are like way harder than at first during your mission, and that could be either like having all these investigators you need to teach and preparing for them, or some investigator has like a terrible experience of sharing with you. It's just like so dark or something, and it changes your life. Or it could be a leader and you're just stressed out by all the organization of other missionaries you have to look after, just worried about them, I guess. And then you look from that harder experience, looking back on the ones at the starting mission, those obstacles you overcame look like nothing. And so like one of the biggest things from the mission is like how you become a high caliber person after your mission. You can do a lot of things. At the same time, you're more elastic. You have a lot of resilience. Like, I guess you can change shape in different situations quickly and adapt to people and just know what to do, which is really cool. So that's why a lot of people who are not LDS love members of the Church of Jesus Christ, a lot of the saints, because they know what to do. Preparing for a mission, like the most important thing you can do is know the Book of Mormon is true, because that like holds every block of the church together. So a lot of missionaries, if they don't go out and they don't know the Book of Mormon is true, it's very difficult. So yeah, that's like probably the most important thing you can do. And you receive the revelation however way you want, like in a prayer, or like wake up one day and know it's true, or you just know it's true because you feel close to God when you read it. Like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like, yeah, the Preachment Gospel, and if you read it, it talks about the Book of Mormon. Read that too, the Preachment Gospel, especially the Book of Mormon part and Revelation part, about how to know it's true. But it talks about how the Book of Mormon is like, picture a pillar, a big pillar, let's think of the pillar as being like over the planet, and it holds everything together, holds the earth together. Say that's the church. It holds the church together, and then there's a keystone at the top. If you take out that one keystone, that one that sticks out a little bit below the pillar, the whole thing just like just collapses in. It's just disgusting. It's horrible. So if you know the Book of Mormon is true, the keystone of the church, then you're not going down. You're not going down at all. So it's impossible to go down.